started on time, at least by the time I had arrived. All hands are present. I admire the willing spirit of all the volunteers that have jumped into different roles today, and in particular have stepped up to give speeches that may or may not have been really prepared a whole bunch ahead of time. All the roles were covered, which was great. In the department of the grammarian, Priscilla, and actually all of you, I particularly was thinking that you have good body language. Many of you are using your hands and arms effectively to emphasize points. So that's true for you, Priscilla, as well as other folks I'm about to speak to. And eye contact also. I think in this club, uniformly, people are making eye contact with their audience. Priscilla, you did have a few moments that you could work on. Carl, congratulations again on using the word of the day. You did have one, kind of a filler. Nabina, I didn't catch anything to nag you on. Good job. And Jag, they compliment you on your tremendous vocal variety, particularly when we talked about not having any control of the houseboat. You sounded like maybe a high school boy for a minute there in your panic. So I think the club is well run, and that's typified by the performance today. So that's kind of an evaluation of the meeting. I'd like to call up the specific evaluators for the speakers. Evaluator number 1 is Mark. Please come forward.
That's me.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters.
Good afternoon.
How's everybody today?
Great.
Good. And good afternoon to you, Mr. June. And it is a pleasure to do your evaluation of the day. I'm gonna, how can I say this? I know you've been here for a little while, and I'm gonna give you kind of the areas that weren't as good. And then I'm gonna go into just a tip for next time. Again, I thought your volume was good. I noticed you had very good eye contact, as Marianne was talking about. I really enjoyed it. And I liked how you stepped up and took the speech off the cuff. And I really enjoyed the off the cuff speeches like that. So keep that in the back of your mind. You started off with the book, How to Win Friends and Influence People, Dale Carnegie. And you went into your different areas that you talked about. And I thought those were great, very informative. I think one was be a better listener, do not criticize. You talked about people skills, which I thought were all very valuable. So I want you to just keep that. I thought your skills were very valuable. But I want you to consider this the next time, because I know with Toastmasters we kind of, teach people to do it this way, to hit 3 things. But I want you to think about this the next time or any of us do an impromptu speech. As opposed to talking about 3 things, I think it can be more impactful talking about 1 thing. You can come up and say, are there any readers out there? Audience involvement. And then let's say Nabina raises her hand. You can say, so what book are you reading, Nabina? Boom. She's into your talk. Then you go, you know what? I'm reading this book by the name of How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. Absolutely amazing book, and you all have to read that book. He talked about so many different things, but I want to talk to you today about 1 thing. And I think when we drill it down to that 1 thing, let's say you talk at the end there about people skills and how important it is when you promote, how important people skills are. And I think if you drill down on just that 1 thing for 5 minutes, I think your audience will really remember that 1 thing, and it will resonate with them. I say that because as a listener, sometimes when we have a lot of different, it all doesn't sink in. But if you have 1 thing, think of it like a commercial, where you're just talking about Tide or you're talking about root beer. If you stay on the root beer, people will remember that. But if we hit like Tide, root beer, and Doritos, and go, oh, I'm not really sure. Not that those weren't important things, but you kind of know what I'm saying there. Consider next time just drilling into 1, because I can tell you enjoyed the book. And just drill into that 1, maybe give a personal example on that particular 1, and just bring it home. And that's just my thought. But otherwise, I thought you did a great job. Thank you for coming up at the last minute. Good job.
I know
I don't know for that.
Navina, would you please join me at the podium to evaluate?
Sorry, I couldn't see the red light on.
Don't worry about it.
To evaluate Priscilla.
Good afternoon, friends, and thank you, Priscilla, for giving me this opportunity. I really enjoyed your speech because you have started with your own experience. All through when we are going, you are giving your experience, good information and advice was coming with that. That is able to grab my attention. I didn't know that Kung Fu is the fast passing and Tai Chi is the slowest, because my friends always keep telling me to do the Tai Chi, the slowest one. That means my son has the black belt too, and I know what kind of determination it takes to go up to that part. I like the lots of good advices. One of them is that teachers can't teach something that they do not follow. And I really like the way you have shown your expression, here is the Diet Coke. So it seems to me that you don't have the picture or anything, but you are giving us the impression right away. So I really like this hand gesture when you are talking to us. So we are also flowing with you. Your conclusion is very good, and mind and body has a good connection. Yes, we need to follow that. Good thought will give you a good body too, and it will give you a healthy body. So I am telling you again that good information was coming with the good advices. So I really like and enjoyed your speech. I was hesitating to give you one improvement. I'm not sure that will be a good one or not. I mean, smiling is good. Seems to me that a little bit less smile will be good for you. You are smiling a little bit more than it requires, but that is just my personal feeling, seems to me. Please don't mind for giving you this advice or tips. So other than that, everything was perfect. Thank you.